Where are you from?
I'm from Ukraine.
Three most famous city from Asia.
I think Seoul in South Korea, Tokyo in Japan, and Bangkok in Thailand. I'm a K-popper. I like Asian culture, so I really want to go there.
But you haven't been there.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends from there, so
Then what's the image of Seoul?
a lot of pretty people and Korean food. I'm a big fan of it. Why Tokyo? It's a really big city. Also, I'm a fan of anime. That's also the reason.
Between Seoul and Tokyo, which city you want to go first?
Seoul.
So lastly, why Bangkok?
My family live there, like some of my relatives. That's the reason why I want to go there.
Three cities from Asia that are most famous.
Tokyo, Shanghai, and Seoul. Seoul,
Why Tokyo?
capital of Japan. I don't know.
You'd like to visit Japan?
Yeah, maybe in future, yes.
Capital city of China is Beijing. Why did you say Shanghai?
I don't know. It's only one city that I know. Shanghai, honestly, I don't know.
Could you say about Seoul?
Only the one thing I know, it's the capital, right, of Korea. I know like these groups, K-pop.
You don't know other city from Korea?
I know only Seoul.
Three most famous city from Asia.
Tokyo, Shanghai, Kyoto.
Kyoto. Are you interested in Japan?
I guess as a country, but I'm not really that into the culture. Like I've never learned any bits of the language, but I'm open.
What do you know about Kyoto?
Well, nothing.
It just come up on your mind?
Yeah.
Why Shanghai?
So I work in fashion. We have an office in Shanghai, so some of my colleagues go there for work.
Seoul, Bangkok, and Tokyo.
Why so?
I think it's the most Asian sounding city to me. I don't know much about Seoul. I think it's just a huge city, way bigger than any in Poland. One thing I've recently heard, a fun fact about Korea, is that they lack people who take marriage, and they support men and women to marry themselves and make more children.
That's quite correct. Did you get the information on the article?
I got the information from Twitter, which was interesting to me.
Why Bangkok?
This city sounds very unique. That's why I remember it. Tokyo is like the image of Japan and everything in common with Japan. Basically, they're very big city, crowded people, anime everywhere, and anime advertisements.
Three most famous city from Asia.
Probably it's Seoul, Tokyo, and Beijing.
Why Seoul?
Because I met a Korean guy recently in Warsaw, and he was from Seoul, and that's why the first one that popped in my mind. And also, I know the K-pop things. He told me about it, and I don't know. I'm not interested in K-pop, but it's so popular among Slavic girls.
Why Beijing?
It's the capital of China. That's why.
So lastly, why Tokyo?
It's so industrial. There are so many techniques, and I would like to travel there because there are just so many people are talking about it, with wide open eyes. Also for food, we have so many different foods.
Three most famous city from Asia.
Three most city from Asia. Tashkent, Uzbekistan, because my friend is from Tashkent. Almaty, Kazakhstan. Tokyo, maybe. I know the special food called plov. I know there are many friendly people.
It's a beautiful city.
I saw only on photos. That's beautiful nature there.
Why Tokyo?
Because it comes to my mind. I never been there, but I think it's also a beautiful place. I don't know any people from this city.
in Asia, so Hong Kong. I know about Beijing and maybe Tokyo.
Why Hong Kong is the first?
I don't know, they are just the ones that came up to my mind.
Have you been there?
No, I haven't been to Asia at all.
Why Beijing?
Again, just it came to my mind.
Then why Tokyo?
Because I have a board game which is called The Monsters of Tokyo, and I played it when I was little, so it just came up to my mind.
Then what is your interest in other than board game?
About Japan, I know a lot from the war, from World War II, like Pearl Harbor. Well, I studied it in class, so
A war crime by Japan?
yeah. Kamikaze guys, they attacked it, and they had this technique that they had people go in planes and just crash, destroy the ships of the Americans, I think.
Do you think it's possible for normal human being?
I think it must have taken lots of love for their country and like patriotic. They knew they were going to die, that they would give their life to their country.
Three most famous city from Asia.
I think Seoul or Peking or Tokyo.
Why Seoul?
I think it's the most like popular for this whole Korean culture. When people will think about that, they will say probably like Seoul or Tokyo.
Then do you know something about Seoul?
Not much. Like the capital city of Korea.
Do you happen to know there's a Han River?
Yeah, I know Han River. I mean, you know the meme with the cat walking on Han River?
Do you know other cities in Korea?
Busan, Ilsan, Daegu, Jeju Island.
Why Beijing?
I think that because China is the biggest country whole in Asia. We're learning about China so much, and maybe because there are so many products from China. Like,
Three most famous city from Asia.
Beijing, Tokyo, and Seoul.
Why Beijing?
Because for me it's maybe the three biggest city, but if we talk about China, if we talk about economy, it's more important.
In Tokyo?
Because it's one of the biggest. I mean, Japan is one of the biggest power in Asia.
And why Seoul?
Nowadays we heard most about Korea, I guess. Like in France or another country, we talk a lot more about Korea nowadays. Maybe it's a side effect of all the K-pop back in the time. Yeah.
You also listen to K-pop?
No, I'm not into K-pop.
Between the three cities, if you have to visit first.
For me, Japan. I mean, it would be Tokyo because I was a lot into anime a long time ago. So I will go first into Tokyo, maybe after Seoul.
Where are you from?
I'm from Germany.
Three most famous city from Asia.
Shanghai, Singapore, and Beijing.
What makes you think like that?
I mean, I think Shanghai is pretty interesting because it's very international. It's like an international connection into China. And then Singapore, just because of its history and the connection with the canal, the maritime street there. And I think Beijing is interesting politically.
Was there any difference between Beijing and Shanghai?
I think Shanghai is much more international than Beijing.
You lived in China.
Yeah.
How was the life in China?
It was really nice. I really enjoyed it. There are many opportunities for international people to travel, and it was really different from Germany and Europe, yeah.